Hello and welcome back to our All Old Rare Coins channel, where we uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into the intriguing world of the 1980 USA Liberty 1-cent coin. You may have seen these coins countless times before, but could you be holding on to a small fortune without even knowing it? Let's explore the history, unique features, and most importantly, the potential value of this coin. Stay tuned, because this could be a life-changing discovery for you. The year 1980 was a turning point for the United States Mint. The penny, which has long been an essential part of American currency, was still being struck primarily from copper. This coin features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, originally designed by Victor David Brenner back in 1909 to celebrate Lincoln's 100th birthday. His design has since become one of the most recognized and cherished images in American coinage history. The reverse of the 1980 Lincoln cent bears the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. If you look closely, you can even see a tiny representation of Lincoln seated inside the memorial, a fascinating detail that truly showcases the artistry of the coin. Now, here's where things get even more interesting. While the 1980 penny might appear ordinary at first glance, certain factors can significantly affect its value. For instance, the coin's condition plays a critical role. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are much more valuable than those with scratches or wear from circulation. Keep an eye out for any pennies that look unusually shiny or untouched. They could be worth a closer inspection. Another key aspect to consider is the mint mark. In 1980, pennies were produced at 3 different mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. You can identify where your coin was minted by looking at the small letter under the date. A D signifies Denver, an S indicates San Francisco, and no mint mark means it was minted in Philadelphia. Certain coins, particularly those from San Francisco, might carry higher premiums depending on their rarity. Errors are another reason why a 1980 penny could fetch a high price. Some coins were struck with slight mistakes during the minting process, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or even planchet errors. These flaws are highly sought after by collectors and can make a seemingly ordinary penny worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. But let's not forget about the composition. The 1980 penny is primarily made of copper, and with the rising price of metals, the intrinsic value of these coins has also increased. However, it's the numismatic value, the value to collectors, that can truly blow you away. So, just how much could a 1980 USA Liberty 1-cent coin be worth? While most 1980 pennies are only worth their face value of 1 cent, exceptional examples can sell for impressive sums. Imagine finding a coin in your collection that looks flawless, has a rare minting error, or comes from a low mintage batch. Such a coin could be highly desirable to collectors. In fact, one rare 1980 Lincoln penny in extraordinary condition recently made headlines by selling for an astonishing $177,000 at auction. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny fetching such an incredible amount. So, take a moment to check your coin jar, sift through your collection, or even examine the pennies you receive as change. You never know what treasures you might uncover. Now, we're taking a closer look at the 1968 USA Liberty 1-cent coin. Could this humble penny be hiding a secret worth a small fortune? Stick around as we uncover its history, unique features, and its jaw-dropping potential value. The story of the 1968 Lincoln cent begins with the legacy of one of the most beloved presidents in American history, Abraham Lincoln. His iconic portrait graces the obverse side of the coin, a design first introduced in 1909 by Victor David Brenner. This image of Lincoln has become a symbol of integrity and resilience, standing the test of time as one of the longest-running designs in U.S. coinage history. On the reverse, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, added in 1959 to commemorate Lincoln's 150th birthday. If you look closely, you'll notice a tiny depiction of Lincoln seated inside the memorial, a detail that showcases the artistry of mid-20th century coin design. This unique feature makes the 1968 penny not just a piece of currency but a miniature work of art. Now, let's talk about what makes the 1968 penny so special. During this period, pennies were primarily minted from copper. This makes them stand out from today's zinc-based pennies, which feel much lighter in the hand. The copper composition alone adds to their intrinsic value, but there's much more to the story. One of the key factors determining the value of any coin is its condition. Coins that have been well preserved over the decades, showing no signs of wear or damage, are highly sought after by collectors. If you happen to have a 1968 penny in mint or near mint condition, you might be holding onto something very special. The mint mark is another detail that can significantly influence a coin's value. In 1968, pennies were produced at 3 different mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. You can identify the mint by looking at the small letter beneath the date on the obverse side. A D represents the Denver mint, an S stands for San Francisco, and no mint mark indicates it was minted in Philadelphia. Each mint has its own stories of rarity, with some mint marks being more desirable to collectors. What really sets certain 1968 pennies apart are minting errors. Errors can occur during the production process, leading to fascinating and unique coins that defy expectations. Double die errors, where parts of the design appear doubled, off-center strikes, or even coins struck on incorrect planchets can all fetch impressive prices at auction. These quirks turn an ordinary penny into a one-of-a-kind treasure. Additionally, some rare proofs from the San Francisco Mint exist. Proof coins are specially struck for collectors and are known for their mirror-like surfaces and sharp details. If you find a proof 1968 penny, you could be looking at a coin worth far more than you might think. But what about the true value? While most 1968 pennies are worth only their face value, rare examples in perfect condition or with unique features can command incredible sums in the numismatic market. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins that are well preserved or have intriguing stories to tell. One such 1968 Lincoln cent, in pristine condition and featuring rare characteristics, recently shocked the world by selling for an unbelievable $250,000 at auction. That's right, $250,000 for a single penny. So, what are you waiting for? Grab your coin jars, search your drawers, and examine every penny closely. You might just uncover a hidden gem that could change your life. Next coin, we're diving into the 1981 D USA Liberty 1 cent coin. At first glance, it might seem like just another penny, but this coin holds secrets that could surprise even the most seasoned collectors. Stick around, because we'll reveal how this humble penny could be worth much more than you ever imagined. The 1981 D penny was part of a significant era in American coinage. Featuring the classic design of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, this coin carries forward a legacy that began in 1909 to celebrate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. The portrait, designed by Victor David Brenner, is iconic and instantly recognizable, making it one of the most cherished images in U.S. numismatics. On the reverse side, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to commemorate Lincoln's 150th birthday. If you look closely, you can even see a tiny depiction of Lincoln seated inside the memorial, a detail that symbolizes the coin's historical and artistic significance. Now, what makes the 1981 D penny so special? The D mint mark indicates that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the primary mints responsible for producing billions of pennies every year. However, not all pennies are created equal. Certain coins from the Denver Mint, especially from 1981, have features that make them incredibly rare and valuable. First and foremost, the condition of the coin plays a critical role in determining its value. A 1981 D penny that has been well preserved, showing no signs of wear or damage, is far more desirable to collectors. Coins in uncirculated or mint state condition often fetch significantly higher prices at auctions. If you have a shiny, untouched 1981 D penny, it might be worth taking a closer look. Another key factor is the possibility of errors. Minting errors can occur during the production process, leading to coins with unique features that collectors love. For example, a double die obverse or reverse, where parts of the design appear doubled, is a rare and highly sought-after error. Similarly, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or even coins struck on the wrong metal can make an ordinary penny extraordinarily valuable. The copper composition of the 1981 penny also adds to its appeal. Unlike modern pennies, which are primarily made of zinc, the 1981 penny is composed of 95% copper. As the price of copper rises, so does the intrinsic value of these coins. However, it's the numismatic value that truly makes this coin stand out. Some rare examples of the 1981 D penny have achieved legendary status among collectors. Coins with a brilliant uncirculated finish, free of any blemishes or scratches, are particularly prized. Even more valuable are those with rare die varieties or significant minting errors, which can send collectors into a frenzy. But what about the true worth of this coin? While the vast majority of 1981 D pennies are worth only their face value of 1 cent, exceptional specimens have been known to fetch staggering sums. In fact, one remarkable 1981 D Lincoln cent, preserved in flawless condition with unique characteristics, recently sold for an astonishing $150,000 at auction. That's right, a single penny commanding such an extraordinary price, so don't overlook those pennies sitting in your jar or tucked away in your drawers. Take the time to examine them carefully, you might just discover a hidden treasure. Look now, we're spotlighting the 1970 USA Liberty 1 cent coin. This coin might look like any other penny at first glance, but beneath its unassuming surface lies a story of history, art, and potentially life-changing value. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you might just want to raid your coin jar. The 1970 penny is part of the iconic Lincoln cent series, which has been in production since 1909. On the obverse side, we see the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design was introduced to commemorate Lincoln's 100th birthday and has since become a timeless symbol of American history and resilience. Flip the coin over, and you'll find the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design introduced in 1959 to honor Lincoln's 150th birthday. Look closely, and you'll spot an incredible detail, a tiny depiction of Lincoln seated inside the memorial. This artistic touch showcases the incredible craftsmanship and attention to detail that went into designing this coin. Now, let's explore why the 1970 penny is so fascinating to collectors and enthusiasts alike. First, it's important to understand the role of the mint marks. In 1970, pennies were produced at 3 different mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The mint mark, located just below the date on the obverse, identifies where the coin was struck. No mint mark means it was minted in Philadelphia, D represents Denver, and an S signifies San Francisco. Each mint has its own unique production quirks, which can greatly impact a coin's value. One of the most intriguing aspects of the 1970 penny is its connection to minting errors. Errors are rare occurrences that happen during the coin production process, and they make coins extraordinarily valuable. Some 1970 pennies were struck with double dies, where parts of the design appear duplicated, creating a striking visual effect. Other errors include off-center strikes, repunched mint marks, and coins struck on foreign planchets. These unique imperfections transform a common penny into a collector's dream. Another reason the 1970 penny stands out is its composition. Unlike modern pennies, which are made primarily of zinc, the 1970 penny is composed of 95% copper. With the rising value of copper, even the metal content of these coins is worth more than their face value. But it's their numismatic value, their worth to collectors, that truly sets them apart. Condition is another crucial factor. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are far more valuable than those that show signs of wear and tear from circulation. If you have a 1970 penny that's been well preserved with no scratches or blemishes, you might want to hold on to it. It could be worth far more than you think. Some of the rarest and most valuable 1970 pennies come from the San Francisco Mint. Proof coins from this mint, with their mirror-like surfaces and sharp details, are particularly sought after by collectors. If you happen to come across a 1970 S proof penny, it could be a significant find. but how much can a 1970 penny actually be worth? While most 1970 pennies are only worth their face value of 1 cent, exceptional examples with rare errors, flawless condition, or unique characteristics can fetch jaw-dropping sums at auction. In fact, one extraordinary 1970 Lincoln cent recently made headlines by selling for an incredible $220,000 at auction. That's right, a single penny, worth nearly $250,000. So, what are you waiting for? It's time to dig through your pocket change, check your old coin collections, and examine every penny carefully. You never know, you might just have a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. Now, we're diving deep into the 1978 USA Liberty 1 cent coin, a coin that's been part of countless pocket change collections but could potentially be worth an extraordinary amount of money. Stay with us until the end because you might just learn something that could turn an ordinary penny into a treasure. Let's start with the history of this coin. The 1978 Liberty 1 cent coin is part of the legendary Lincoln cent series, which has been in continuous production since 1909. This series was introduced to commemorate the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth, and the design remains one of the most iconic in American coinage. On the obverse, you'll find the classic profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, a detail so iconic that it has stood the test of time for more than a century. Flip the coin over, and you'll see the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design added in 1959 to honor Lincoln's 150th birthday. This design replaced the original wheat ears and features a detailed depiction of the memorial. If you look closely, you'll even see a tiny image of Lincoln seated inside the structure, a small but significant detail that showcases the artistry of this coin. So, what makes the 1978 penny so special? Like all coins, its value isn't just about its age, it's about rarity, condition, and sometimes even mistakes made during production. These factors can turn an ordinary penny into a highly sought-after collector's item. One of the first things collectors look at is the mint mark. In 1978, pennies were produced at two mints, Philadelphia and Denver. You can identify the mint by checking the small letter below the date on the obverse. A D indicates the Denver Mint, while the absence of a mint mark means it was minted in Philadelphia. Each mint has its own unique production history, and some coins from these mints have characteristics that make them stand out. Minting errors are another key factor that can increase the value of a coin. In the case of the 1978 penny, errors like double dies, off-center strikes, and repunched mint marks have been discovered. These errors occur during the production process and are highly sought after by collectors for their rarity and uniqueness. If you happen to find a 1978 penny with one of these errors, it could be worth much more than face value. The material composition of the 1978 penny also plays a role in its appeal. Unlike today's pennies, which are primarily made of zinc, the 1978 penny is composed of 95% copper. With the value of copper increasing over time, even the intrinsic material worth of these older pennies is greater than their 1 cent face value. But, of course, it's the numismatic value that truly makes this coin exciting. The condition of the coin is another critical factor. Coins that have been well preserved over the years, especially those that remain in mint state or uncirculated condition, are much more desirable to collectors. If you have a 1978 penny that looks as if it was just minted yesterday, it could be worth taking a closer look. Proof coins from 1978, struck specifically for collectors, are also highly prized. These coins were minted with special care to ensure sharp details and a mirror-like finish. While they weren't intended for general circulation, some may have found their way into the public, making them rare finds today. But here's the big question: how much is a 1978 USA Liberty 1 cent coin really worth? For most pennies from this year, the value remains at 1 cent, but those with exceptional features, rare errors, or pristine condition can command jaw-dropping prices at auction. In fact, one extraordinary 1978 Lincoln cent, preserved in impeccable condition and featuring unique characteristics, recently fetched an astonishing $200,000 at auction. That's right, $200,000 for a single penny. Now is the time to search through your old coins, check your collections, and examine every penny you come across. Who knows? You might just have a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. Thank you for joining us on this exciting journey into the world of the 1978 USA Liberty 1-cent coin. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating coin stories. Until next time, happy hunting, and may your next find be the discovery of a lifetime.